Ready. I'm telling you this right now. All you niggas that want to get on the Cardi
Ah.
elusive, like
Yeah,
super
nah, that
extra
shit is
weird. Not
trash.
saying Thug has never been weird, quote unquote, but this like mysterious shit. Yo, Cardi's the only one that's killing the mysterious.
I dead ass ain't even trying to see Cardi.
Wear a mask. I'm like, I don't want to be seen, brother. They hauled you back and forth from a jail cell to court for 3 years or 2 years, whatever, however long it was, and we involuntarily saw you every single day. We saw when you yawned, looked like you nodded off, when you supposed to receive drugs. We seen everything you did in that goddamn courtroom. So for you,
Nah, for real, we seen every fucking thing. That nigga's in his super villain era. Yeah, he didn't got him a super suit and a mask, and now he feel like fucking Zordon or something, bro. I don't know.
I'm like out of this world.
That
Not
was
like God though.
not like God though.
No.
Just like an artist.
Yeah. Under
Like,
God. Under God for sure.
was there a moment when that realization arrives?
Yeah, I was actually in court. I was on trial.
Oh, you were on trial?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You didn't know I was on trial?
You had lyrics of yours used against you in
Yeah,
court.
you asked
How'd
me,
that
this
feel?
nigga's cooked.
Felt kind of
Yeah, he cooked.
crazy and cool because it's like, oh, everybody listen to me. You know?
Yeah.
But crazy, like the first fucking amendment is freedom of speech. Like it's crazy. Well, third or fourth, but like the top five.
If I understand correctly, part of the terms of the probation
The
are it's like
top
there's certain
five.
things you can't talk about, right? And on records now?
Like I can't do nothing like gang things or stuff like that on the internet.
Right.
I could really talk about what I want to talk about in music.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay. So it didn't feel inhibited in any way on the new record. Didn't change the way.
Nah. I normally like rap about cool things, you know?
I do have a theory about the mask too, though. And again,
He
see
not
if you rock with
really
my
in there.
analogies or my comparisons, but I like jail really takes a toll on all of these guys. It takes a toll on everybody. And to be incarcerated for 3 years and just thrusted in front of a camera, like a lot of times you're not the healthiest or whatever. Like, I mean, look, very extreme example, but Vibes Cartel for 13 years. He came out, nigga looked like he had a frog head. Found out he had Graves' disease. I think Thug is still acclimating to societies. I don't know if he had health problems or whatever, but we did see him gain some weight while he was locked up. Even his face started looking a little bit different while being in court, and really was just, it's a very different lifestyle. So I think once he gets back to the regular shit, I don't think he's gonna be wearing a mask this whole time. I think this is probably just to be a little bit edgy, try to keep a little bit mystery because he hasn't really said much since his incarceration, and probably the fact that he was locked up and who knows, nigga might have a skin condition or some shit like that. Like what I've learned in this industry is like sometimes we overthink it. Sometimes if a nigga's wearing a mask, nigga might just have like something going on, bro. Like it's that simple. It's not like, oh my God, this guy's like, no, never usually that.
I just got like a few lyrics where I just rap about street stuff.
Uh-huh.
And those are the lyrics that they try to use against me. But
Yeah.
most of the time I don't rap about that type of stuff, you know?
Does it make you think twice about rapping about true stuff?
Yeah, because just like the impact that you got on the community, the youth, and not because of like the law. It's
I'm
more
sorry,
so just like
this nigga look like a fucking Pokemon.
realistically, like kids actually listen to us. Like, all right, we got to like dumb it down. So, you know, I listen to like new rappers now and I'm like, my kid can't listen to that. That's great.
Really?
So I'd be like, damn, like so contradictory.
What can you say about the experience of being incarcerated for more than 2 years?
It was real.
Yeah.
Don't want to deal with it again, but definitely it was real.
Were there moments if you wondered if you would ever get out?
Yeah, for sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about yourself, your family, your career? Like, where does the mind go?
Family, kids, just, you know, career was like last. That was like relevant.
Really? Because you I mentioned this before, but like you went in at the kind of at the height, the pinnacle.
Life behind ball.
I could see wondering like, oh, am I going to get that back?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll get it back.
Yeah, jail doesn't really hurt people like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm gonna use YoungBoy for that example. I think YoungBoy aura points went up by going to jail. I think people are more anticipating his music. I think people are appreciating him more. Like again, he's always a huge star, but I think right now, him just getting out, they haven't been. Sometimes YoungBoy overexposes himself. And I don't think by his own doing, but he does so much and he gives so much to his audience, they take it for granted. And it's not until they have a legit, valid reason why they can't get any piece or part of him, that they start appreciating him a lot more. For example, now. So Young Thug, no matter what, Young Thug is a legend. Whenever he had gotten out, people were going to be intrigued to hear his conversations about, do you still fuck with Gunna? What was your experience in there? What was, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think his career, no matter, even if he was locked up for 4 or 5 years, I don't think that's for everybody, though. But Thug's a legend. It just is what it is.
Because as an outsider, it was crazy to watch. It's like, oh my God, this guy is like at the top of the craft, and now he can't do this thing that he does.
It happens like that sometimes.
Does it happen like that?
I said sometimes.
Sometimes. I think it would be human to feel in that situation like a great injustice is being done to me. Did you ever feel that way?
Absolutely. Every day.
Really? Every day?
Yeah. Innocent man.
It ended up being the longest criminal trial in Georgia history, I think.
Yes.
Something so crazy that never had happened before happened, and you were at the center of it. Did it feel personal?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hopefully personal.
Yeah.
But
Trying to railroad you.
Shit, we made it back.
Is that a crazy feeling to be like, I'm this big and I'm also in a cell?
Yeah. I think I'm too big for jail, but I think like I'm not too big for God.
Yeah.
So like God could put the biggest person in there. I feel like I'm taller than the jail, but somehow he could just like squish me in there. I think it was like a God thing, just showing me like, situations, real friends, and who you with you, and how to move and how to be, because you are you, I Scooty.
Tough to feel bigger than the jail when you're
For sure.
in the jail.
Yeah, it's just like how I was treated, how the officers treated. It's just like, damn, I don't got no business here. Like the fucking officers who work in the jail are fans. Like
They were
working. They 20 years old. It's like, man, you're a kid.
And they're
Telling me what to do.
Telling you what to do. Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. My kids tell me what to do. My girl, everybody tell me what to do. But like, to actually just sit like while I'm on punishment and you guys are my parents.
You guys are my parents, except you're gonna go home and listen to the record, maybe.
Yeah, you like parenting me and telling me like, you the fucking one, bro. Like what you say on this song? Like what? It's just like so crazy. Like,
that must be a very insane feeling.
Yes, I think God put me in there for a reason, and I know.
Yeah, what's the reason?
Situation. I don't know. I think like because I always felt like I was a good guy, so it was like, why do I got to go to jail for you to like show me something? Why you just can't tell? I guess I was just hard. And I think,
and I'm sorry if I Vibes Cartel you guys to death, but Vibes Cartel answered that same question by, asking if there was a lot of regret. He admitted that his career was affected by going to jail or prison actually for 13 years. But you know what he said? He felt that it was a divine intention or order by God. He felt that most likely the path he was going on, he probably would have died. I'm wondering if Thug has those thoughts. Clearly, he's not going to say it here, but I mean, if Thug was moving around like he was a fucking mob boss, getting people potentially knocked off this and third, no man's untouchable. Like you never know when somebody could have tried to do something to him. I wonder if he processes it like that, or he just looks at it on the surface to be like, "Yo, I'm bigger than jail." Because that's like, I don't know if that's rapper arrogance or 2020 hindsight that now you got out and you had a favorable judge who fucks with you. Maybe you really think you were really bigger than that whole process and you're pompous about it. I don't think that would be his demeanor. I don't think so. We'll find out.
For you to like show me something. Why you just can't tell? I guess I was just hard-headed. And I think I love people so much to the point where the only thing that'll make me not love you anymore or just like dislike you is like
Overcooked.
Betrayal. Like real life betrayal when life is dependent on it.
Is that something you felt like was happening?
Betrayal.
I don't know what kind of mask this is, but I hate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know that. I mean, you gotta ask. I feel betrayed. I feel fucking jaded. Like, it's crazy.
Does it feel good to be standing here right now then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
To be out.
Like you knew you were gonna see that again.
Absolutely. I would like talk on the phone with my lawyer and things, and he'll be like, he got like houses in the
Who's the
mountains and
fucking
things.
sky?
He'll show me all this, so I'll be still like kind of seeing the scenery. It was 2.5 years. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, going from this to like a jail cell is nuts.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. And then back to this.
Made it out.
Yeah. You may be constrained in what you can say and not say, but you ultimately did decide to plead guilty to 6 counts. That a difficult decision?
I bet that is crazy.
Absolutely, just pleading against to something you know that you didn't do or you not. That's not yours. It's crazy, but you get a chance to keep fighting and then worry about your jurors' fate, or you just go ahead now, go home. It's like go home.
Still feels like the right decision now?
Yeah,
Are you like domestic? Are you in the house?
yeah, for the most part. My girl, she be
Your girl's Mariah the Scientist, right?
yeah,
Are y'all like on the couch watching shows?
absolutely,
Really?
absolutely.
Just like total domestic
Sometimes
bliss.
you gotta come get me from where I'm at. Though. Sometimes I don't want to go home. She's just like,
Oh,
about-
she gotta
coming.
come grab you.
right.
She was in court supporting you, right?
Yeah,
That must have meant something to you.
absolutely.
There's this song on the record that is like so
I think they're talking about the album.
raw, where you guys are basically just singing to each other.
Yeah.
So confessional that I was like, I wonder if they.
I'm gonna skip past a little bit of this.
Feel forever. Like, come see.
Nah, they
Yeah,
can't
although
do
there's a great tradition of
Right.
songs about clothes and shoes too.
Oh, for sure.
little
For
bit
sure.
of
Sometimes
this.
you gotta do that too. I do that to like keep people up to par with what to wear.
Yeah.
So the young guys that's looking up to me that want to know what coat this is and what thermals these are,
a little bit
those
of
guys
that.
could be like, oh, this what it is.
I do need to know
You
what
can get
thermals
with
is. Though.
this.
We're gonna need to know.
I tell you off camera.
Okay, all right. I accept. You mentioned your own new record earlier, UI Scooty. Did it feel the same as it felt before? Like when you came back and started doing it again, did it come easy? Did it come hard?
It came easy. I never lost it. Nothing. I never lost it. I
Never
wrote
lost
music in jail and like I just listen to music sometimes in court and like things like that. So I never like lost it. I was still up the par on like what was going on, you know.
Did it feel like making other records?
No, it's a whole different feeling for sure.
How so?
Cause you just like just in court fighting for your life. Now you like in the studio at home, surrounded by love and beats.
One thing I noticed about the record is you can really hear like every word.
definitely, nigga.
Hear your voice. It's like high in the mix. There's not a lot of effects. It's just like the voice is right there. Was that deliberate? Was that something you
Absolutely.
thought about? Yeah.
I've told like my manager, I told G off like things like I just want to make music where you can actually hear me. Cause I always talk shit. I always talk that shit, but like sometimes you can't like hear it. Sometimes you're like, what are you saying?
Shout out to
You know?
J-Off.
So it's like now like I feel like I'm new. I feel like I'm a new artist. I feel like I just came in the rap game again.
Another thing.
See, when you mute the screen audio, I can do this. Now let me know what up though. Okay. So anything going in here is echo.
Enrichment in the song.
Yeah.
I think you just think that I'm rich. And then I'm making a sad song.
Song like he's
Yeah, you're like, damn, he's rich and sad.
A big family. I know you guys are close.
Yeah.
Are you still around that?
Absolutely.
Why I say because if I understand correctly, tell me if I'm wrong. That like part of your probation is you can't go home, right? You can't go back to Atlanta.
Yeah. Only for like certain things.
Only for certain things.
Yeah.
Do you miss it?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's home.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I
You're
was
like-
already out of Atlanta before this case.
Oh really?
Yeah, I lived in LA.
Like fully in LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since like 2017.
So you don't really feel like you're in exile or anything?
Yes.
You do?
Absolutely.
Well, if you can't go back, then I guess by definition, right?
Can't go home. It's crazy.
What does that feel like?
It just feels like abuse.
Before all this happened, I think Atlanta was like the center of rap culture. Do you think it still is?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We create the wave. You got other places that's popping for sure. Like everybody's popping now.
Yeah.
But like everybody still like sound like Atlanta or like move to Atlanta or rap about Atlanta. It's like you got artists from a whole other place rapping about Atlanta.
Even if you're not there, I assume you still feel like one of the kind of leaders of that scene, that city. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the guys that plowed Atlanta into the rap industry.
You would put yourself in that category.
That nigga say
Absolutely.
plowed.
Yeah. Who else would you put in that category?
Future, Savage, Lil Baby, Migos, Tip, Andre 3000, Gucci.
That's the Mount Rushmore.
I was trying to think about who he doesn't like in Atlanta, and I guess it's only like Lucci and them. Thug has kind of become like other than obviously his feud with wife and Lucci, he's become like, he's pretty much like an Atlanta ambassador damn near.
Rushmore right there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
everybody love Thug down there.
We got a lot of kings in Atlanta.
Have you kept up with like rap in general? What do you think of the current like state of the art?
I'm a musician, so I don't think no music is bad or nothing is like wrong. Everything is just fire.
Well, it feels like when you were away, it was sort of dominated by this like Drake Kendrick thing, you know?
For most of it.
I don't know if you have like a side in that. Atlanta kind of even got dragged in by Kendrick, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just like spoke on people's name in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. But I'm like a Drake fan.
Do you feel like it's like?
By the way, that was like a. You know, one thing I like about Thug, and maybe this is why he has this demeanor towards Gunna, and maybe that's why he probably is, you know, moving the way he is and expects people around him to move like that, is that he don't like fencing. He doesn't like fencing, and I like that about him.
Why?
You know, we could have played it political there, right? You know, it's two great artists. I don't really get into rap beefs and stuff. Yeah, I'm a Drake fan. I don't know why that nigga spoke on shit. Like, he doesn't have to go hard on Kendrick. But the reality is, Young Thug clearly is letting the message be known. Whatever Kendrick said about he ran to Atlanta to get a check balance and all that type of shit, shut your pussy ass up. That's basically what he's trying to say. And I like the fact that he's not fence-sitting because, you know, I ain't gonna cap with you. Yachty, my mans. Yachty was fence-sitting a little bit early on when he was asked. When he was asked about the whole thing at first, where was it? It was here.
Well, I think it's over.
Facts.
I think it ended.
Okay.
It with.
Then it was basically, where's the clip? I think it might be this one, sorry.
To be fair, Drake was deemed a loser in this battle before it started because people don't like him. And I think that even if
Devil didn't even let that nigga get a chance to win.
opinionated
Cause you asked me,
masses
you
would say
smoke
that,
Kendrick on them songs.
It was about like,
The only
It's about, like,
song I
his
liked
comments
that
on,
Kendrick
like,
had
Kendrick.
was Not Like Us.
I think people just hating on
Like
Drake because
rap music in
like,
general is in a good place.
whatever.
And like shit else that nigga
Let
dropped.
me try to find the clip.
I didn't.
Yachty speaks on
I know y'all might
It was
like it.
basically
Y'all be
like- it
telling
was
me
very,
I'm
like,
tripping when I
political.
say that.
Oh,
but
right here.
so
I ain't like
Right.
nothing that nigga made.
so many people kept like,
And by the way, this is the same question I asked the Thug. You know what Thug says? Yo, I'm a Drake fan. I don't know why that guy spoke on people's names in Atlanta. Okay?
Right.
It's clearly making it known, yo, we fuck with Drake. Okay? You don't got to get into the battle, don't got to get into the beef, but that's my guy. Drake's my guy. Yachty played it real political. And I love Yachty, but he did.
calling me and texting me and like with excitement of like my name being used, and it for me it kind of just felt like fuck. You know, I really didn't want anything to do with it, I don't know. I again, it. I got a ton of respect for both of these guys. You know, to be honest, I knew that my name was mentioned before it came out. I didn't hear the record, but I had got word that I was mentioned. Yeah, I wasn't surprised. It wasn't a surprise that I knew. So. So many people kept like calling me.
Okay,
How hard was that?
This wasn't a clip.
People just ain't.
It wasn't a clip. I remember the clip though. Like he was just like, yo, both artists are great artists or whatever. And I remember just saying, yo, bro, you need somebody to say, man, fuck Kendrick, man.
The song
yo,
that everyone hates.
Because everybody like on Kendrick's side, none of them say, oh, Drake's a great artist. They just say, yo.
To be honest, I knew that my name was. To be honest, I knew that my name was mentioned before it came out.
Following a protracted and feud between his good friend.
Okay, anyway, yeah, he didn't really say anything. Let's get back to the Thug thing.
Yes.
I guess all I'm saying is that
could be better, but
I respect Thug for like actually having a POV and a side and be like, yo. And by the way, he should. What he's saying about Drake, he should say about Drake. Why? You were incarcerated. Drake gave you 2 features. He shot the video by himself. He was rocking with you. You know, again, you don't got to say fuck Kendrick, but like, I ain't gonna lie to you. One of the things that, you know, won't say it determined the battle, but it was an indictment on all the friendships I think Drake has, is that the people who he so-called helped, none of them stood up to say, yo, whatever that battle is whatever the battle is, but that's my guy. He ain't no weirdo. He ain't no PDF. And to be honest with you, he's only helped us. A lot of people just kept quiet. So I kind of fuck with Thug for saying this.
For most of it.
Which I don't know if you have like a side in that. Atlanta kind of even got dragged in by Kendrick, which was interesting.
Yeah. He just like spoke on people's name in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. But I'm like a Drake fan.
Do you feel like it's like rap music in general is in a good place?
Yes. I think the numbers could be better, but yeah.
Oh, you mean like people could be selling more?
Yeah. I seen something about like the percentage in hip hop has like went down.
Oh, really?
I seen something like that when I was locked up. So
do you have a theory about why?
I think a lot of people like rapping about the same thing. And nobody's bringing like something that you can actually watch. You can enjoy the music and like enjoy the things that they do, but like we used to like make movies, you know? I think now it's just like quick. You got to get back to like movies. Like got to get back to like to where like people respect it.
Why do you think they went away from that in the first place?
Because like it was just a big wave of like nothingness running the game, like super simple videos, not really high price videos. Like that wave like came in really strong. So even the people that was doing high price videos, they started doing like regular videos because that's what was popular.
Technology got better.
But I think now
Streaming
we
got
did it so
better.
long to the point where
Editing techniques
like
got better.
comfortable with that, and we don't want to do
all the shit that the big
stuff like
big
this no
name
more. That take
people, the
time.
rich people
Now
was
we just like,
doing.
man, let's just go ahead and shoot the video. Let's you know.
Yeah.
Instead
All the
of,
stuff
like,
they was doing was getting played out because now you can do it at the house. You can do it at the crib now. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is go get you a $600-700 camera and boom, the editing software is so good you can damn near get close to Jordan Towers. You know what I'm saying? You might not look like them, but you know it was close enough for you to put out and be proud of.
Gucci was like kind of weird, right? Or like even Lior, I've heard you say like that was started out kind of weird, right?
Yeah, because we just didn't know each other.
Yeah.
We ended up being like good friends, mentors.
Did you like hold those dealings against them, you know, later on?
When I was younger, yeah, because I just didn't realize and recognize like people's point of view or way of hustling. Now I have some of those similar ways of hustling and points of view. So now it's just like, oh, okay. Even when we got cool, like me and Leo got super cool, like he my mentor. Like even when we got like super cool, like I still didn't understand some of the things he did that I felt like he did back then. But now just like growing older and like owning a record label and doing things like that, it's like, okay, cool.
It does seem like you made a point though with your label of maybe doing differently
this is where
with
they're gonna bring it
artists
up
than the way
for a
that
fact.
people dealt with you.
Yeah, I don't be really like taking money from my artists and stuff like that. I just like I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was
I believe
Gunna.
that
You guys
too,
did a ton of
man.
songs together.
Yeah.
Very
For the most
successful on
part,
your label.
until
He was
this shit
arrested
with
about the
Gunna,
same time as you. I
it
think a lot
seemed
of
like
people wonder what that
everybody
relationship
around
is
Thug
like
was
now.
winning.
Yeah. I know
I
everybody
mean,
wondered
Gunna's
that.
still winning. Don't get me wrong.
What's it like?
I don't know.
I guess that's his own form of answer, huh?
You like to like plow
I do, absolutely.
deep into things.
Yeah, I'm a pro.
That whole speech you
Hey,
gave me earlier, like,
yo.
yeah, I'm new to this shit. All this shit was just cap.
Oh, no, I'm new to the cameras.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that was. I'm gonna give Thug credit for this. I'm gonna give Thug credit for how he answered this question about Gunna. I think someone had to tap Thug on the shoulder recently to say, "Hey, bro, you street dudes who used to use the audience to shame artists, that shit's not effective. You
At
need to
all.
get over it." And I do think Young Thug, with what we care about him with, he will be way more successful if he's not fixated on trying to get people to hate Gunna. They're not going to hate Gunna. The people who weren't involved in your case, the fans, they kind of look at Gunna as a cool dude. They look at him like he didn't do nothing wrong. He's not arrogant. He seems like a good guy. And what the internet has shown is that they value people who seem to have good character, comes off not necessarily wholesome, but comes off genuine more than people who are these like street element guys who
I wouldn't say more, but
don't do shit.
most
And
definitely.
this is why I
do
think
fuck with those
the
people.
internet won't turn on Gunna. And this is why I think Thug should not try to give fans reason to turn on him. It's okay to not like him, but the fans have clearly made up their
I
mind.
mean, it is
They like
alright
him
to
for
not
what they
like
him
nobody.
for. And you as an artist have to realize, yo, they like him for what they like him. They like you for what they like you for.
Right.
Get over it. I think that
That's
answer
it.
is kind of him understanding that.
yeah, I'm new to this shit. All this shit was just cap.
Oh, no, I'm new to the cameras. The
Okay.
interviewing,
Okay.
I'm not remotely new to.
Yeah. I thought you was gonna lie because I saw you a few times interviewing.
Those are the only ones I've done on camera. Do you have bigger ambitions for the label or just in general kind of going forward?
Yeah, we just pushing positivity, I mean, and we just going for the gusto. We trying to like kill the whole rap game and just like do it big and just help people in general, help society, help the communities we from, and just like be just so great, you know?
We've been walking through this insane house and we have not commented on one single thing, but I feel like we have to at least note that there's a giant bear behind you.
Like, what is this about?
Are you a taxidermy man? Do you remember how you first started rapping?
Maybe like 9, 8,
He
8,
talking about
8,
like,
9 years
what
old.
is
Really?
this
It's a long time though before you started making records, right?
What you mean, like making songs?
No, you
Like
let
putting out
us
albums.
know, my
Oh,
guy.
Mixtapes.
Why do some people call records, albums, records?
Which one is confusing? Album is record or a record is album?
A record is a song.
Okay.
Okay, record is a
An
song.
album is an album.
That's pretty much, I believe, the majority of the good things that's out of this interview. I'm glad that Thug's kind of moving around. I'm trying to watch this rollout. This rollout is going to be really interesting because we clearly want to hear. I'll tell you what I think we want to hear from Thug.
Sure.
We still want Thug to be popping and shit. We still want that, him talking a little greasy, talking like he's in the field doing shit, which who knows, he might be, whatever.
mean,
But we also want to hear about his experience of him getting incarcerated, and we want to see some growth and learning, right?
I agree with you on
and
that.
if he could bundle
Definitely
that
want to
into
see if
the,
you gonna
the
learn
right
from where
way
you've been.
into a project, I think that fans will be really into it. Now, if he comes off as like he thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread, and he's like, yo, no, I just want to use this to be like the streets is back, fuck all rats. I don't think that's the angle people want to hear, honestly. Obviously, if the music is hot enough, we want to hear anything. But I do think people don't want certain type of they don't want certain type of rollout. If the rollout's about fuck these rats, I don't think that'll work. I think we want to hear a story, see a little growth. That'll, if you ask me, do it for him. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll leave that there for now. What else is going on? So, apparently Kanye, and I'm sorry, we're gonna get to Shannon Sharpe and some other things. Apparently Kanye, what is this? Footage surfaced of industry plant Deutsche being racist to Asians. Let me hear this. Actually, let me not play this yet.
I'm gonna say, who gives a fuck about Doji?
So Kanye went live on Twitch and got like suspended like within 7 minutes. What Joe say? Joe says Party Next Door and Drake's song album of the year. Yeah, for me, album of the year is close with that and Cardi. I like Cardi's album, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I know y'all gonna be like, yo, you were just like hyping up Cardi's album type shit. Nah, that was it's a little bit more than that. I really like Cardi's album. So I want to play this like 7-minute stream, and I know I hate playing like videos after videos, but after that we'll kind of just get into a couple topics of.
No, you don't, nigga. You'll play video after video all day long.
You stream for 7 minutes.
Niggas be
I've never seen
lying.
such a thing before, but you know how Twitch is. Kanye Twitch. Here we go. Let me see. It's a 7-minute stream. Okay, here it is.
Drums.
Oh,
Now,
shit.
You know what's so funny? Kanye and like top 5 are like really good friends. I gotta call top 5.
This nigga Yeezy, bro.
Right?
This nigga been out of his fucking mind lately.
You know what? Let me call top 5.
I'm still tripping on the
I
damn
don't know
song.
what's going on with him and.
All about he sucked his cousin dick and shit till he was 14 in the song. Like this nigga put that shit in the song.
Here we go.
That shit was so fucking far-fetched. I feel like
top 5 numbers.
This nigga gotta be joking.
Oh,
like, this shit gotta be like he trolling us. He wanted to say some gay shit to get everybody listening to his music.
Where is top 5?
And in a way, that's still selling your soul. Because you're going to get something you don't necessarily believe in for gain. I mean, you're going against your belief for gain.
Yo, top 5. Yo, top demon and hey,
top
yo,
5.
Listen, I had to tell him. Yo, we just were watching Kanye. He's talking to you on the phone. Kanye said you're pretty much one of God's soldiers.
Oh shit!
What's going on with that? What's going on with that? Come on, talk to me.
Yeah, my boy, man.
Yeah, he's your boy?
Man. We're friends again.
Your friend? Okay. Explain what's going on with Ye, because at times at one point he said that he felt that Drake was sending you to get rid of him, but now he seems like he's like top 5 is my guy, and top 5, and I gotta ask.
Oh yeah.
Are you Kanye shooter?
Oh yeah.
It goes both ways, man. You ever watch Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan? You go that way, I go that way.
You go this way, I go that way.
I don't think Kanye ain't shooting shit.
Yeah, we're all one. Well, listen to this. Me and Ye were beefing for a good 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I sent somebody to China. It's a real story.
Yeah.
I sent a guy named Hanzo to go pick him up in China.
Really?
Then
that's crazy.
The game reached out to me, and the game's like, yo, 5 had a respect back up on Ye. So, I got respect for the game and shit, so I told the game, cool. And then
how do these niggas be getting rich? You don't sell no dope. You ain't got no product. Nothing. Like, you just like Drake friend.
Like, yo, we need to be friends. And then we went on
stream well, I guess they say he a shooter. Maybe he getting paid for like.
Yeah, you know what it is?
Smacking shit.
Listen, Ye gonna ask you. He got a couple ops out here. He got a couple ops. If he tapping in with top 5, he know how that works. He got a couple ops.